Hi everyone, I've missed you all. I really have. Let me scoot you out a little. There we go. Okay, so how's everybody been? I'm so excited about this. Okay, so this was week 17 and let's see, let me go back. There we go. We're going to use Simple Stories, Say Cheese 4. So remember how I was telling, so let's get started. You know how I was telling you about this whole this whole week. Okay, let me tell you the shocking revelation. So, you know Timothy, if you've been with me for a while, you know how my husband is, because I talk about it so much, that he is not a spontaneous person, and he's not. And so, well, so this week, Tim was guaranteed 3 days off, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I don't know why the Friday ended up happening, but so he had finished yard work, and I keep an eye on Dory. I see Dory outside too. She's been eating stuff that's not right, and so we got to do yard work in there. But anyways, they have vet appointments on Monday because they're all pretty bad right now. So anyways, so yes, so he says he did the yard work in the yard, and he was like, okay, I finished doing what I wanted to do with that stuff, so I have nothing over my head. He goes, I have 3 days off, let's go to Disneyland. And I'm like, I'm looking at him like an owl, you know, blinking at him, because I'm like, wait, what? And so I'm like, oh, just be quiet, you know, there's just no way. And he goes, no, seriously. He says, reserve the room and let's go. And I'm like, no, seriously. And so he's like, I'm only going to tell you one more time. If you don't do it, he says, then we're not. He says, I'm perfectly fine with staying home. So if you want to go, he says, you better make the reservations and let's go. And I'm like, okay. Okay, let's do it. So that was 2 days, you guys. 2 days. And 2 days. And I was shocked the whole entire time. I really was, because this is so not like him. And it's the weekend. We haven't been to Disneyland on the weekend in so long. It's been probably years. Yeah, I would probably say it's been years. And but he was only guaranteed those 3 days, so it's like, okay, let's just do it. So, oh, it's moved. Don't move. This movie, you guys, if you haven't seen it yet, it is amazing. It is amazing. We're gonna go see it again. It's that good. So yeah, we're gonna go help them get to the past Avatar in the billions mark. And so anyways, so we went to Disneyland. We drove down to Disneyland, and we had a good time. But see, we have been going to Disneyland since, shoot, I would say Cordell was probably 3 months old. 3 months old at the time when we started going to Disneyland. Oh, I mean, there's a 6-year gap between Cheyenne and Cordell, though. So, so Cheyenne was probably, I think Cheyenne was like 3. She was 3 when we first took her to Disneyland. So, yeah, she was that old. And, so we've been going for many, many, many years. And, well, so all these years, we have our season passes and all that stuff. But we've been going, she's going to be 27 this year. So 24, 25 years we've been going. So we don't, anything over 2 days at Disneyland for me, I'm like, just shoot me. So I cannot do more than 2 days at Disneyland, and they're not even 2 full days. So it's, you know, because I live my life by myself in my craft room, I can't deal well with people that, you know, it just, yeah. And then plus, Tim and I love hotel rooms. That is one thing we absolutely love, is hotel rooms. yeah, we dig them. And so we stay in our chonies and we watch. We love going when it's football season to hotels, because then we just watch football, and then we order. We either order or we go get the food, and when we go and we sit on the bed and we eat and we watch TV, and we have the best life when it comes to that kind of stuff, because we don't have to go do anything. We don't feel obligated to, you know, to do any of that. And we don't go with people, so we don't have to worry about that either. So it's like, no, it's just our time, and it's our time to go have fun, but in our way. And so it was just cool. So this is Tony's little pizza. We get Tony's deep dish pizza, Chicago pizza. We get this every time we go to Disneyland, and it is awesome. So it is like the best pizza ever. And yeah, so anyways, it's just we went and we were there for 5 hours, and I got all the treats I wanted. This right here is my absolute favorite thing in Disney's California Adventure. It is a pineapple parfait. I can't remember the name, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get another one pretty soon, because we're gonna go back. And I'm like, I need another one of these in my life. So they are just so delicious. Oh my god, it's my absolute favorite thing to eat there. And their food has gone downhill. Disneyland's food has declined like big time. Like, you're better off with hospital cafeteria food. It's better than Disneyland's. So yeah, it's not that good anymore. It used to be able to have, you know, get a lot for your money. They used to have these Rice Krispie treats that were like this big and like this tall, and they were amazing, and they were like $5. And then they stopped doing that, because hello, why would we give you that big of a treat when we can do a regular size one that you get at the grocery store and charge $8? And it comes pre-packaged, so we don't even have to make it fresh. So that is them. And then their corn dogs used to be amazing. Their corn dogs in the red truck used to be massive. They used to be like this long, and they were, yeah, about this long. They were just amazing. But that, of course, that was too much. And so they cut it in half, and they started charging you more. It's like $12 for a corn dog. And it's like, no. So we don't eat at the parks anymore. We just don't anymore because of that reason, because the food's kind of cruddy. It's not worth it. But the treats, you know, the treats are hit and miss. Yeah, they're hit and miss. But they had these beignets. I mean, how can you can't really screw up beignets. You really can't. So they had the beignets, and they were butterscotch beignets. Of course, they didn't taste like butterscotch, but they're so like warm, and they remind you of Cafe du Monde? Is it that how you pronounce their name? And that's what's good about that. But and then like everyone comments about their churros and stuff, and I'm like, Costco's churros for $1 are way better than Disneyland's. Way better than Disneyland's. So so yeah, so you don't want to go to Disneyland for the food, you guys. You don't want to do that, because it's not worth it. So, but of course, if you're there on vacation and it's your first time there, then it might be. And if you're not like us, who, you know, we want substance for our money, you know, we don't want a little rinky-dink treat for $8. I want a good sized portion for $8. So, and that's not Disneyland's way. So, not anymore. All that stuff has changed. But if you like food that's inexpensive and you like them, I'm telling you guys, you need to go to Universal Studios in LA. They had the best. I mean, they gave you fries. They gave you fries that were a butt ton for like $3, and we're like, what? So it's like, it's just crazy. So we were stunned when we went to Universal. Of course, it's not as, you know, it's not as great as Disneyland's ambiance, but if you're talking about wanting, you know, food and cheap and rides, and you don't care about Disneyland, but you want to do all that stuff, then Universal's way better for that stuff. I think they cater more to the poor people, which is us. So as far as like, they want people to go to the park, you know, they want you to come in, so they make it cheap. So, I mean, we pay, you know, almost $2,000, well, a little over $2,000 for our season passes for the year. And with Universal, they just are having a special. You can get 175 days, so almost a season pass. Well, it's a season pass, but it's not, it doesn't take you to all 365 days, which Disneyland never closes. So, you get 175 days with Universal for $300. So, hello. So, a little bit more reasonable, but, you know, it is what it is. You got to pay for things, and that's just the way of life. So, I love this. So, this is what I got. I got my mini popcorn bucket, and look at how cute this bowl is. They have a bowl, then they have like the napkins, and not napkin, well, no, not napkins, they're towels. They have towels that are matching, and I want to get more stuff when we go back. We're going to go back next week. So, but this time we're doing some, well, okay, we had planned this trip that we're going next week to Disneyland for, and mainly because I've been pressuring Tim. I'm like, dude, we need to get our money's worth for our season passes, so we got to go. And so he's like, well, I not want to do the drive, you know. So he was complaining about all of that stuff, and he says, I want to go, I just don't want to drive, I don't want to get there. So I said, okay, if I can get cheap airline tickets, well, let's try that. And so he goes, okay. So I got cheap airline tickets, and we're going to fly over there for the first time. The only bummer part about that is that we won't have a car. So we do Lyft for everything, but, you know, we can't go on our foodie adventures if we don't have a car. So that's the only bummer part, but we're going to try it out and see. But that trip was planned, so that was okay. But, and then he's like, and then, okay, I'm telling you, he's like women who have a child, and then like a year, who are in serious amount of pain, and then the next year they're like, oh, we see a baby, and they're like, I want to have another baby, and then, you know, it didn't hurt. It's okay, it didn't hurt, right? So, but that's, you don't remember how painful it is. You only remember that, you know, that it hurt, but it was manageable, you know. So that's how it's kind of like with Timothy. I said, the last few times I have driven, and it has been fine. I said, we have gotten home, and it's been easy, and so we drove. And then he's like, oh, can we cancel our flights? Because, you know, that was kind of easy. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, no. No, we can't cancel them, because they would charge us. Or they would, yeah, they wouldn't give us our money back. We would just lose out. And I'm like, I am not losing out. I am not going to pay that much money. Because, I mean, they're not like $20. So they're still a substantial amount of money. So I'm like, no, we're going. So he's like, okay. Oh my God, you guys. Oh, this man, he drives me insane. So, but we're going to go, and we're looking forward to that, because he's been working 48 hours this week. So, yeah, this is his second day there, and he tried to get more overtime for tomorrow, but he didn't get it. So we got to go do our blood draw and all that good stuff. And then he's going to put in for the rest of the week too. So he may end up working more this week. So yeah, so at least we'll be able to be together. So we got a new fridge. Isn't that pretty? It is a new fridge for us. I'm telling you guys, it has been the most fun being adult at this last like year. it has been the most fun I've ever had while being an adult. Because buying a fridge, I'm like, yes, it's so amazing. To, you know, and I joked about on my my own timeline on Facebook, I'm like, you know what's cool is that when you're in charge of your house, you can change your drawers. You can change your drawers. I don't want the milk there anymore. I'm going to put it on the other side. And then you just change out the drawers, right? And you're like, oh, perfect. I can do that. Your kids can't, you know. Don't you dare change my drawers. But I can. And then if I want to change the plates to a different side of the cabinet, I can. So I'm like, yeah. So it's fun being an adult now. I'm telling you, it is just fun. And so it's the little things, you guys. But so buying a fridge, we were like all excited. We're just dorks too at the same time. And but yeah, so it's just we got our fridge and we love it, and it's like amazing because we haven't bought a new fridge in, oh gosh, when we first bought our first house back in 99, that's when we bought, well, probably 2000 is when we bought a new fridge. And so to have one, to buy one in 2019, it's like 19 years. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, so we're just, you know what, enjoying everything while we can, right? So trying to get this perfect, but it doesn't really have to be because it gets covered up. So I'm just being silly. Anyways, what do you guys think so far? It's kind of hodgepodgey, but I'm okay with it. I'm really okay with it. So it's it was just having fun. I was having fun with this, so that's why when I have a lot more fun with things is when it tends to be a little bit more hodge towards it. I love it. It's so cute. So cute. So anyways, and then I got these I got these exercise things. They're called Kangoo. Not kangaroo, but Kangoo jumps. And guys, look on YouTube. Seriously, type in which is K-A, let me show you. Type this in, because I bought these because I'm like, I want fun for exercise. That's what they're called, Kangoo jumps, and they are so much fun. They're fun, but you really need to be able to balance, okay? So you really need to, because you will die, because it makes you like 6'5" when you put those things on. So they make you huge. So, but they are so much fun. I got to exercise for 15 minutes with them yesterday, and that was about all I could take because I'm like, holy crap, I'm gonna die. It's really, 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 really hard. Well, it's hard to exercise in general, so you know, so that part of it that is, but whew, you guys stinky. So anyways, I love how this is the first time I've used the press and seal for this. I do it for cards, but my title card, I was like trying to figure out, what do I want to do with it, you know, that kind of thing. And I use my press and seal to hold it and for me to mess with it and see what I want to do. So, yep. I love it. I love it. And I've been watching YouTube while playing around. Oh, I didn't tell you the biggest news, you guys. The biggest news was that I ended the video right on while I was uploading this video, the week 16. I got the I got the call, and Cheyenne passed. Cheyenne made it. She got the job. She totally got the job, you guys. So talk about ecstatic for her. She's just like mind blown. She's all, I can't believe it. And then the captain tells her, he says, I'm not waiting. He says, I'm not waiting for anybody's permission or anything like that. He says, I want you. He says, let's go and let's do your fingerprints right now before you leave. And so So she's like, okay. So she's just like, she's not freaking out, but she's kind of like, is this really happening? And so, yeah. So he offered her the job on the spot, you guys. On the spot. So she blew them away. I'm like so proud of her. And Judy Johnson, I'm so glad that someone got it, what I was talking about last video about the women and stuff. So thank you for getting it. And it means the world to me that there are still people that understand what I'm talking about. So, and so yeah, that was really neat to read, Judy. Thank you. And well, anyway, so she went to it's 12:50 right now. Her appointment's at 12:50, and she does the notary, yeah, notary, and she gets to I feel like Sofia Vergara sometimes. I'm like, how do you speak English? Let's see. So it's like, I can do this. I think I can. Yes, what are the words, Mandy? So, but those R's really suck for me. Well, you know, my tongue's huge. Thyroid problems. So, that is the biggest indicator on when you have thyroid problems, is your tongue is huge. And I'm not joking. That's actually the truth. So, so I have a hard time rolling my R's. But anyways, yeah, so she gets to go do that today. And then after that, which the notary is for her background check, I think. So that part of it is happening. And look, it's me and Tim. Look at, who is this? Who is this? Simple Stories. Because I know Echo Park has the same thing. But look at, there's Timothy, my redhead. And there's me, the brown girl. So, it's together at Disneyland. I just thought it was fun, right? It's just fun. So, I think the video's going to turn off, but it'll be fine. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, no, it's not. Okay. This is like such a cute title card. I love it so much. And look how fun that is. This is at Disney's California Adventure. That's just neat. I just love, I mean, Disneyland's amazing for everything. You know, everything you look at, there's just, everywhere your head turns, there's something to look at. So it's awesome there. I can't recommend it. I mean, we love it. That's how come we pay so much for our passes, because we love it. I'm just complaining about food because, you know, I'm a bodacious chick who loves food. And when they start charging me, you know, $20 for a cupcake, I'm kind of like frowning. So, all right, Kai's mom, Judy Johnson, thank you so much for leaving me a comment. I appreciate it. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment and talk to me. So, Vanna Hands. All right, guys, you all take care, and I'll talk to you all pretty soon. Bye.